So something that I wish was in the game is not yet in the game. Now, I don't know if it will be eventually, but one can hope. But you can see that in between episodes here, I've taken a little time to... Ah, crap, those things are all out of stock. Well, it's a good thing I just hired another hauler. But you can see I placed a couple, just nice froofy things. Some flowers, some topiary, some mushrooms even just for giggles because, why not? But thus far, it sure looks like everyone is kind of lining up for the most part for our ride. So I think in general we're doing okay, although the swinging ship is still just really underperforming as far as I'm concerned. I placed another vending machine down just because, wow, you are out of stock already? How are you out of stock when you only had 4 customers? Oh, you're out of chips, that's the problem. The guy only brought 4 bags of chips? Well, that seems kind of silly. But, whatever. So basically, we have things that are looking pretty decent right now. They're not great, but they're looking pretty decent. I do think we should probably set some additional stuff down, though. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just put another toilet in right there. Because we don't really have one over on this side of the park, so that might help out. People, they're both over here. So theoretically, now we'll have one on this side of the park that'll help out. There are a lot of rides over here, so there should be a lot of people who may or may not need one over here. All right. I'm feeling better about that, at least. I've also taken the time to adjust some of the prices. So this guy here, I've actually, moved it up to $1.50 for the snow cones. For the popcorn, I made it $1.10. It's a, minor difference, but satisfaction's still at 88%. I think that's worth it. If we look at the general complaints here, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to put a toilet in, and someone was complaining about that. I mean, we should probably consider putting in additional shops on this side, but I'm kind of thinking for right now the vending machine might at least help tide us over for a little while until everyone gets back on this side of the park. I was really hoping that this particular roller coaster would be a little more exciting, would be a little more fulfilling, but it is getting a pretty good, I don't know, those cars are about half filled there. That's acceptable, I guess. I would really like to see more, but just the same, it does seem like people in general are pretty satisfied with it, but I don't know, maybe we should look into dropping the price. Maybe we'll drop it down just 50 cents. It's not a huge drop, but if we can get more people who are willing to go on it, we might be able to kind of, make a little more money that way, because if people are saying $5 is too expensive, maybe $4.50 will be enough. I mean, look at that. We actually have a lot of people queuing. So that's pretty good right there. That's actually not bad. I don't know that 50 cents really made that much of a difference, but I'm willing to experiment a little and find out if that's the case. Now, as I said when I started off this episode, there is something I would like to build in the game, but it's just not there. I would really like to do a powered launch roller coaster. So you do something like a wooden coaster or a steel roller coaster, and you have it just launch right out of the gate. So instead of, like this guy right here has, basically it takes off, it kind of pushes along here, and then it hits the lift right there, which goes up and then, zoom, 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 and then more lifty, lifty, lifty type stuff. It's a lot more fun when you can have it just blast right off. And there are actually some pretty fun designs that I would use in old school RollerCoaster Tycoon that actually made it a lot of fun and made it pretty easy to make a pretty cheap ride that's super thrilling and super exciting and generally speaking really satisfying to a lot of different customers, but that's okay. We can't do that just yet in this one. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we get the ability to do powered launch rides. I would suspect that'll be coming in the future. Which one is broken down? Is it you? No, it's the other one. This one is broken down right now. So we need a mechanic over here pretty quickly. There he is. Look at that. Leslie McGee. Moving around quickly. Nope, you are repairing a ride. You have maintained 8 and you are now repaired 4. Good for you, Leslie. Appreciate that. We could follow you around for a minute. Not that you're terribly exciting or anything, but hey, whatever. There we go. So we will line back up there. This still has not been refilled. That is kind of a shame. 44 customers. Okay, I can read. That's a slight difference from 4. Whatever. Just the same. There we go. Good job. That might be our newest hauler. I actually added a 3rd hauler because, we kind of needed one. There we go. Sell those chips. Make money with them. Chips actually cost us more than the soda. That's kind of scary. That's okay, though. So we should probably set some more rides down. If nothing else, we do have some space. We also have this nice big empty space in between coasters and such over there. That might be a good area to put something. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of the big observation towers. Those are kind of fun. We could do something like, where do we want to put that guy? Maybe about right there. So we can go windy, 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 windy. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and put an observation tower in there. Why not? And then we're going to rotate around so we can go ahead and place that guy in there. And then we need to have the exit. That's just going to be right there. Let's go and grab the path. We're going to queue up over here. And with any luck, this will come out where I want it. Nope, I need you to go that direction. Thank you very much. And nope, I need you to go that direction. Ah, crud. You don't want to go this direction? All right. Well, then I guess we got to move that sign because that's going to be a bit of a problem. All right, I can run with the punches here. I can roll with them, whatever. Run, roll, etc. I can do it. Nope, you're facing the wrong way. There we go. You are facing the correct way. So let's go ahead and say no entry for the guests. They can kind of come up a little bit there. And then, you know what we should probably do here? Just to have another one. I like having trash bins everywhere because theoretically it keeps the park cleaner. Can go ahead and test this guy. I think we can maybe jack it up to $2. That might be worthwhile. It's not going to be terribly exciting. But we'll go ahead and turn it on. We'll see if anyone will go in there for $2. I'm not really expecting much, if I'm going to be honest here. I mean, it is kind of a boring ride. It's just go up and, you know, it'll kind of spin around a little bit and you get to see what the park looks like. But theoretically, if we could get a good 300-400 rides on it, then boom, we're pretty much good. And wow, that is a really low tower. I'm just going to say that's a really low tower there. You need to go higher than that because you can barely even see the park from there. That's the plan. Well, look at that. We are getting people queuing up, so that's not bad. It's not a bad start. We can go ahead and make you a minimum of 60 seconds, kind of like everything else. Most everything else has a minimum 60-second or a maximum 60-second waiting time. That way they will just continue to wait so we can load up as many people as possible. Man, Enterprise is just kicking butt. Let's go ahead and jack the price up on that. I mean, if it's that interesting and that fun, then maybe we need to go higher on it. That's kind of my thought. So we'll make it that much more exciting and interesting. It's, you know, kind of funny too. I'm not seeing people puking when they get off this ride. I don't even have a trash can right there. That's kind of surprising. I wouldn't expect that to be the case. We are losing some awesomeness stuff on it, but that's okay. As soon as we get more people going in, I think we'll end up having more people talking about how awesome this ride is. Just kind of trying to make sure that it's not too expensive, but more intense. Well, this one would be a good intense ride, and then this one's pretty intense too, if I recall. I saw that person complaining. They want something intense. Yeah, that's medium intensity. Okay. I don't know, man. Maybe 350 is a little too much. It doesn't look like we have as many people queuing up. Maybe we'll go down to 330. Maybe we can find a bit of a balance in between there. Maybe that'll work out. Yeah, that seems to be okay. 330 looks like they're willing to spend. That seems to be all right. Oh man, these bathrooms are gross. Well, at least this one is anyway. Oof. Vending machine is still making money. That's a good thing right there. How many customers has that one served? Oh man. And they actually, they find that everything is still worth the money, even though I jacked up the price a little bit on them. I really appreciate when people are willing to pay more. Oh, look at that. This ride is actually picked up in its queue. Look at that. That is almost a full line. That is really good, especially considering it's not that exciting of a ride. Only 30 seconds. Actually, just out of curiosity, how long is this ride? I didn't even pay attention to how long it is. Minute 55. Well, that's in part because it takes so long to get every people to hop on the ride. See, look, it just kind of stops everyone right there. You're going to stop while these guys get on. Yeah, see, that's why that one takes so long. Oh man, we don't really have people queued up for the next train. That's bad. Come on, people, get in line. Hey, you, get in line. Get in line. You, go get. Oh, you would work here. Never mind. You people, go get in line. Kid, turn left. There you go. Hey, come back. What is your deal? You want something more exciting? Yeah, we really need to do a really nice high excitement coaster, which that might mean a little experimenting, and I might have to just go into a hardcore, let's build one on our own type mode. I'm really kind of worried about that, though, because I have a tendency to go way overboard, make a ride that is generally kind of impossible to have people get on and enjoy. They tend to just vomit like crazy when they get off the ride. That's just kind of how I roll when it comes to building these things, so we'll have to see how that goes. All right, come on, people. Get that ride going. I think that's a full load right there. That is awesome. Maybe one seat free. Not sure. Nope. Yep, that is a full load right there. That is good stuff. Slide is still going crazy. Motion simulators are still busy. Just out of curiosity, how many people have they served? 297, and this one has served 511. Wow. That one has pretty much doubled. Well, it made back what it cost and then some. How about that? It made back what it cost and then another half or so. What are you out of stock on? Pop cans. All right, well, someone will go drag some more soda over here, and that'll be good. I kind of think maybe we should put a soda machine or a soda station down there. Let's go ahead and put one down. If we've served 500 people with sodas, we'll go ahead and put I know, now this is kind of silly. I totally understand. We're putting a soda machine right there, or a soda stand right next to that guy. I totally get it. But considering how often that one's out of stock, whatever, it's fine. And plus, this one you can get different stuff. Theoretically, you get, ice and all that, whereas the other one is just a can. So depending on what people want, we're going to give them choices. Maybe it's too many choices, but that's okay. I don't think it really matters. I don't think there's that much of an economic simulation that it really makes a big difference. This one is not, well, okay. 75%, so it is pretty satisfying. That's good. It's not very intense, I know that, but that's okay. We are making money on it, so I'm not going to overly concern myself with that. I really would like to crank up the price on the drop tower, but I'm afraid that if I go up too high, people just aren't going to ride it. I mean, we had to kind of drop the price initially, so... swinging ship. Can we go ahead and jack the price back up to $1.50 on this one? I mean, it just is not very satisfying. It's, or it doesn't appear to be very satisfying. If we were to replace this guy, could we actually replace it with anything other than a crappy Ferris wheel? Swinging ship. Doesn't really look like it. Well, I mean, we can get rid of the queue, of course. So, yes, there are options. I realize that. That one might be a good one, or maybe the Transformer. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see if it. We'll let it run a little while longer at $1.50 and see if people actually get on the ride. And if they do, then we'll go ahead and leave that for the moment. But I kind of would like to replace that with something else. See, the observation tower here has totally gotten popular, which is mind-blowing. But just the same, there's really not a whole lot on this side of the park, so I kind of understand it. Now, we probably should talk about what we're going to do at some point here. We need to actually, expand the park a little more. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see we have all this space over here that we can basically build in. So, we've really only scratched the surface of what we can do. It's just barely even touched upon that. And we have, a whole lot of area that we can go. I'd like to do something like, let's just take a look at these guys. We're going to take a look at, let's see, that's what we did, is we did the blue surge. So if we were to do the lightning loop, that one actually looks pretty interesting to me. That one would only be 14 grand. That's not actually all that expensive, come to think of it. And then we could do something like, we could build this guy. I don't even know if we want to do this one. I'm just kind of picking as a general idea. We could build this one over here, thereabouts. Then we could have some additional rides, some stuff going on over here. I think that might not be too bad. Guess we could build it up high. That doesn't really help. Never mind that. Let's not build it up high. We can build it low, but building it low is not really going to be a good idea either. So we're not going to do that one right now. I think we'll probably build our next one from scratch, and we'll hope that it's not too insane and that people aren't just barping up a storm. Because, like I said, that's kind of what happens when I build a roller coaster. I go barf city on them because, you know, I figure, hey, if you're coming in for a coaster, you want an exciting coaster. Looks like we are making a little bit of money, which is good. I don't know what the other category is. There we go. Park admissions and construction. Wages. Land. Okay, so maybe we should be charging a little more to get into the park at this point. We're only charging $5 a head. At the same time, we do want people to come in and stay, so I don't really want to go super expensive on them. I don't really want to go free right now either. I don't feel like we have... I mean, if we can get money, then we don't really want to have it come in as free here. I think that would be a mistake. We should probably increase the prices on balloons here. How many of these guys have we sold? 301. Here, let's make them $1.20. We're not selling a ton of balloons, but we are selling a few. So, you know, let's make an extra 20 cents on each one. See, this guy's already served 21 customers. I knew that was not going to be a bad idea. It's already making $1 on each one, so it's already made $22 back of what it costs. So we're not doing too shabby on that front. Looks like we got big lines for everything. I think everything's looking pretty decent. Now we're going to start selling umbrellas. Those are already making $2 a pop, so we'll just leave that as is. That's fine. We don't need to increase the price on that. I mean, we've pretty much sold everyone an umbrella at this point. That one's about to buy one. There you go. Did you buy an umbrella? You did not. Why not? You should get an umbrella. You're going to get rained on. There you go. I knew you'd buy an umbrella. Good job. Good job. All right, I do see some areas for improvement here still. So why don't we go ahead and do a little more, just kind of prettying up the place, because, you know, this is not the most exciting park right now. Let's see, can we already have topiary there. Let's see, let's put in something right there. Can I put in a second one? Oh, look at that, I sure can. Cannot place any, can I place one right there? Oh, look at that, that is interesting. Ah, very cool. I didn't realize you could just kind of place those wherever you wanted. I thought they kind of had to go in specific areas. That's pretty neat. I like that. So we're going to put you right in the middle there. That'll just help pretty up the place here. That's all. Got our coasters going on. Seems like this one is not as popular as it was. That's kind of a shame. It was really popular for a while. I was kind of liking that while it was. Because, you know, that brings in more money. Just out of curiosity, how many people has this? No. I meant to click on the ride. So we've had 574 customers go through it. And considering it cost like 15 grand or something, that's not really enough. How many people have gone through this one? There is no one queued up for it. That's kind of a shame. All right, come on, people. Queue up for this ride. There you go. I don't like seeing cars going out empty. That makes me sad. That is not a good thing. Y'all need to cram on this ride as quickly as you can. You're security. You work here. So you don't matter. Sorry, buddy. I mean, you do matter, but, you know, you're not getting on the ride, so in that sense, you're not going to matter all that much. We just take one last look here. What sort of options do we have for... I want to get an idea for what it's going to cost to make some of these. That one's not a bad one right there. That's not a bad one either. Some of these are pretty expensive. Some of them are not. Like the Ghost Mansion ride, we could probably make a pretty cheap one on that. The log flumes, yeah. We can make some super expensive ones, apparently. I mean, we can make a cheaper one. We don't have to go crazy like they did. I don't really want to make another mini coaster. No, we did Wild Mouse. That's what we did, not the mini coaster. I don't really want to do a mini coaster anyway. I kind of like the idea of a suspended or maybe a vertical drop coaster. That sounds interesting to me. I kind of like the sound of that. But just the same, I think we'll work on that on the next episode. I might need to let this run for a little bit just to kind of accumulate a little more money here because, wow, 265 people already. That is crazy. That is crazy. Apparently, I just need to put vending machines everywhere because they make good money. And maybe I need to put one right there instead of that planter and instead of that light post. We could put the light post over here if we really need it. And I don't know, that's kind of tempting. I mean, I know there's a drink stall right there, but just the same. Look at that, 768 customers. That's bringing in $1 a pop at least. That is not bad, but just the same, we will figure it out on the next one where we're going to go with things. But definitely another coaster is something we should do, if not some additional rides, because, you know, now that we have 353 people in the park, we should probably build some more rides, build some more coasters for them, but we can take care of that on the next one. So until then, thanks for watching. See you later.